G'day mate and welcome to Dyson Sphere with me, GD. Now that the Dark Fog's been out for a couple of weeks and I've done a little bit of research, a little bit of know your enemy, I published a couple of dossier on the Dark Fog videos and I'll link those up in the top right hand corner, also down in the pinned comment below. I found that they weren't quite the challenge I was looking for, not quite the difficulty I sort of wanted to play with when it came to the Dark Fog. It's the new content and I really wanted something a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit more interest. So we're going to be starting a brand new game with a brand new series, and I'm going to tweak the settings just a tiny bit. Okay, so we're going to go straight to a new game, and I have a seed. I have a brand new seed we're going to be using, and it is that one. It has a couple of differences over our previous seed. One, the galaxy is very, very long. I don't know if that's going to be any difference at all, but also I'm going to be changing these settings in here. And we need to talk about these settings as I go through and set them. First off is going to be the aggressiveness of the Dark Fog. They normally start out at normal, which is fairly normal, fairly okay, but they won't be terribly aggressive. We're going to be setting them to rampage mode. Yeah, the Dark Fog's, the cluster's Dark Fog has got complete out of control. I think no explorer has sent back any messages so far. The good news is we're going to be the only explorer sending back a message, and it's going to be the Dark Fog is cleared. Now, as for the initial level, normally Dark Fog hives, the planetary bases, they normally start out at level 0. And then as you go there, you build, you aggravate them, you fight them, they go up in level over time. We're going to be changing that setting slightly to the far right. Why? Because I want them to start off a little bit harder. I want to have a few more units, larger attack waves, more hit points, all that sort of stuff. Also, it means that I want to be able to be in a situation where we can farm them for resources, and I don't have to get them from level 0 to level 10. They're going to automatically start at level 10. It also means that when we start visiting new systems, every single planetary base and every single hive is already going to be at level 10, which is going to make our life harder in the long run, but I expect that you guys will probably enjoy watching that. The initial growth factor. So normally, they grow fairly slowly, normal space, and this is just for, actually, this is for the space hives? Yes, so this is space hives. We're going to be setting this to, 200%. It basically means every hive we find in every system is going to be fully developed and ready to go. The occupation being the planetary bases. Again, same story. You can either set them off at 100% where they start, with just the tiny little base item and a couple of units, a couple of plasma towers, just enough that you can't go in there and roll them over. We're going to be setting that to 200%, which means that there should be plenty of friends when we get there. Max density. Max density is the amount of hives that can form in a system. Most systems are 1. There's, the end game ones being around a black hole and a neutron star that normally have 3 hives. We're going to be setting that to a multiplier of 3, which means our home system is going to guarantee to have 3 hives. There's going to be multiple systems that have 4, 5, or 6 hives. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Growth speed. So this is how quickly the space hives and the planetary bases grow. We're going to be setting that to 300% as well. Because, if I do some damage to them, I want them to repair as fast as possible. Basically, think of it as a repair speed. Also, how quickly they get bad when a new one spawns. It's fine. Power threat factor. So the power threat factor is really down to how much power you use mostly. It also has a little bit to do with how much power you create, and the threat factor will go up according to this percentage here. Normally defaults to 100%. As you may have guessed, we're going to be sliding it to far right for 1,000%. Yeah, combat factor. Again, each time you do battle with the Dark Fog, they'll increase the threat according to this percentage. Again, we're going to be sliding this to the far right. It also means if we attack the planetary bases and we do it wrong, we may anger the gods in space, being the hives, and we may cause a raining down of planetary bombardment that we might not be prepped for. So we're going to be a little bit more careful about how we do things. Next one is the combat XP factor. Again, this is going to affect how quickly they level up from fighting us and us fighting them. And we're sliding that to the far right as well, which gives us a difficulty factor of 10 times normal. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Also gives us a metadata output multiplier of 1200%. Now, if you're not sure what metadata is, it basically is anytime you've done previous research and previous saves, you can use this to sort of skip researches, etc., etc. Also potentially generate items. In my case, I'm not touching it. We're leaving it right there because I'm not guaranteed that, you've played Dyson Sphere before. Maybe you have metadata, maybe you don't have metadata. If you have metadata, by all means use it. In my case, I'm going to be leaving it right there. And we'll just look at it as like a collection fund for I don't know, a future playthrough sometime later. We've already dumped in the seed. Yes, this is the seed. It will be down in the description, also in the pinned comments below, along with those 2 dossier videos on the Dyson Sphere, one on the planetary basis, one on the hives. But before we go any further, I want to talk about the system as well. So we start obviously right here, and the 2 very bad places for the dark fog is the neutron stars and the black holes. In my particular case, we have our black hole being here, which has a safety factor of 0%. The neutron stars are upside it, with also a safety factor of 0%. Also, the further out from the middle of the cluster, the lower the safety factor generally is. As you can see, I have some safety factor out here, 12%, 0%, that sounds like a bad spot to be. 13%, blah, 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 blah. 7%, our closest star has a safety factor of 98.9%. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds like a reasonably safe place to go. Except I know my first star I'm going to be visiting is this one, which has a safety factor of 40%. That's at spawn. It gets down from there because, like I said, I maxed out all the settings and things are going to get very, very, very bad. We're going to be leaving the resource multiplier on 1 times. You can, if you're worried about resources, slide this up to infinite. You still get a decent metadata output multiplier, but 1 times is perfectly fine. I already know that resources are not going to be a problem. I could slide this down to 0.5%. I don't really want to do scarce. Scarce is probably too much, and it means that most of the game turns into not playing the game, but outposting. And I don't like outposting. I don't like visiting new planets. I don't like clearing off the dark fog just to put down 6 miners to then come back 3 hours later and pack the whole thing up because there's no resources left. It's one of the reasons I'm not going to play scarce. Also, the amount of loot the dark fog drop is also decided by this resource multiplier. So as I want to be able to be in a position where we can farm the dark fog for loot, we're going to be setting this to, well, the 1 times multiplier. Now, if that hadn't been recently nerfed by the devs, I probably would have gone with a 0.5, but now I've seen how it's changed the gameplay, I'm going to leave it at 1.0. Now, with all that said and done, we're going to hit the start game. Now we're in game, we're going to do a couple of things. First thing I'm going to do is going to hit pause on my keyboard because I actually have a couple of mods installed. And I have the mods installed mainly for you guys because it's a YouTube video. It's here for entertainment. I want to make sure that you can see things. So if I bring up this particular a UI config, I actually have this turned on. So it's going to make sure that at all times we can see what we're doing. I think that's very, very important. On top of that, I have a bullet time mod installed, which means I can pause the game and we can scroll around the map and we can look at things. Nothing's going to happen, and if anything does happen, the clock actually gets wound back, which is a really convenient feature. But it means that yes, we can come along and we can look at the dark fog bases. We can even go out to planetary view and where are you? Look at the hives, which are all, well, they say they're moving, but when I unpause, they'll roll back in time. But we can see, we have 1, 2, 3 hives currently. We have on the home world, it was 3 planetary bases, and on you, I have 3 planetary bases so far. And where's our other one? Oh, you have a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. 5 so far. Cool. So this is how our galaxy is set up so far, and we need to come back and we need to look at what we're going to be doing here. So first thing I'm going to be doing here is unpausing the game, clock rolls back, and we're going to right click on our platform. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press T. I'm going to pause the game because I can pause in here. This is an option, but I can't look around the map. I can't explain things to you whilst we're in this view. Okay, next thing I need to do is research. Research is going to be critically important to us. The amount of research we can do is going to affect how long we're going to survive on this planet. So we're going to want to grab electromagnetism. Main reason I'm going to be doing this research is the platform that Icarus is standing on, we're about to deconstruct. It's going to give us a couple of resources, and it's going to be enough to get this very first research done. The next research I want to do is I want to do the mecha core upgrade. This is going to give us a little bit more free power, also a little bit more durability, and will give us a bonus to our weapon laser range. Currently, it's crap. It's going to remain crap for a very, very long time, but it's a quick, easy research just involving some iron, some copper. Next research we're going to be getting is back in technologies. I need to grab the basic logistics system. It's going to give us belts, boxes, and sorters. It's going to be very, very important. And the one after that's going to be smelting, because I'm going to need smelters, obviously. Then the electromagnetic matrix, so we can start making blue science. And then we're going to need assemblies, and then we're going to need, well, engines and the weapon system. That's our first 7 researches. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing as far as research is concerned. So that's step number 1. Being that this is a death cluster on a death world, it's sort of like playing a speed run at the same time as having many friends come across and just want to borrow a cup of sugar. And if you don't have a cup of sugar, they're happy to kill you over any sugar that might be anywhere in the house. They don't really care. All right, next thing we're going to be doing is pausing the game once again because, well, technically I can't pause it whilst he's doing that. Cool. Unpause. All right, next thing I need to do is I need to work out where we're going to be going and what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going straight in the F button for the crafting queue. I'm going to be moving this out of the way, this out of the way, and I'm going to be crafting 5 of those because they get craft in 2 per craft, which will give us the 10 that I need for this. Okay, then I'm going to hit the pause button. Cool. With that done, yeah, that's fine. All right. Originally when the game first released in early access, every planet is designed around a game seed. Okay, every planet's procedurally generated. One thing that didn't happen to start with is this iron and this copper that's right beside you where you land. That never used to exist, which means you'd end up in situations where you'd land on a planet sometimes and there'd be no resources anywhere near you, at least none that you actually needed. And I'm going to be playing like we're still on the old versions where I had to go to the best resource patch close to me. As I can see, I have some stone here, I have some iron here, I have some oil there. That's going to be maybe important in the future. We have some coal, we have more coal, I have oil, I have iron, I have iron, I have iron, all the iron in the world, except ammo uses copper. Up here, I have iron, I have coal, and I have copper. So we're going to be going straight to there. Now, Icarus is a little bit of a dumb beast, and he walks in a straight line, so I'm going to unpause the game and I'm going to hold down shift to tell him to move there and then to there. I should also mention that like I said, I have some mods installed, which means that I can, from the map view, right click and say go somewhere. That failed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fuelers first. Is that enough? That research complete? It should complete. I want to put fuel in there. Yeah, the bullet time mod is not 100%, so I need to be careful with it. Okay, first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to get coal. The main reason I need to get coal is we're going to be using power to do any handcraft we're doing, also any research. The other thing I'm going to be doing is for probably the first hour or so, I'm going to be keeping the threat numbers very, very low. And the way I do that is I don't make power. I don't make any external power. I keep us to just Icarus's internal fuel and internal power, which means for the next hour, things are going to be fairly quiet. We're going to do as much prep work as possible because if you've ever seen anybody speedrun a game, you'll see the amount of prep that they put into before they hit the button, start the game, and therefore start the timer. So I want to grab some coal. Next thing I want to do is I need to grab iron. I need to get 15 iron plus another 15 copper plus another 10 iron to get the ball rolling. I need to set this to crafting 10. I need to set this crafting 10. I want to set these to crafting 10 as well. I do that by setting this to 5. And because I get 2 per craft, that should be perfectly fine. I click that and that. And this I want to craft in sets of 10. The electronic circuits, I want to craft those into sets of 10 as well. So I'm going to set it to 5 because it has a 2 times multiplier. And that should be everything we need to get the ball rolling. Yes, okay. So I have copper, I don't have any iron, so we need to craft that and then walk across here and craft that. You need to go over there and you need to live about here. So I have as much of the GUI available, but you know, poor Icarus running around in the middle. All right, so we need to get these up and done. I need to have 10 of them, and I'm literally just going to cancel that and click this as fast as I can until I have 10. Research after that is basically logistics system, which requires 10 gears and 10 electronic circuits. So I need to make sure that I have that crafted. Then I want to do this for 10. That's that. And then I want to do this for 5, which we're going to be short on iron. So this is going to keep counting up. 3, 4, 5. That's that research done. The next research is another 5, well, another 10 of the circuit boards with 10 of these. So we can do that straight away. And no, I still have enough copper. This is still counting up. And 4, 5. Okay. Research after that is going to be another 10 and another 10. So again, we're just going to hover our mouse here and watch for this to get to the number 5. Cool. And then I need to do the same one for this. I need to get this to number 5 as well. And then we're up to blue science. No, I still got one more after that. Okay. 3. I might be out of copper. I'm out of copper. Okay. So we're going to tell Icarus to go back over there. So we have basically just... So this is going to get some of our starting things up and running. Now, I could put down the mining machine and the wind turbine and start getting free copper or free coal or free things, you know, with the power of automation. The catch is that boosts the threat numbers because of, well, that power threat factor by 1,000 multiplier. So things instantly become very bad. I don't want things to instantly become very bad. So we're going to stick to hand mining for a little while longer. And I definitely don't have enough iron. And I have 39 coal left. Okay, yep. Can we get out of the way? We're going to go here. Alright. And then I need to have... Okay, so any copper I get can be turned to iron if I run out of things to craft. Any copper ore I get can be converted into copper ingots because every bit of copper gets turned into a copper ingot. You have no reason to ever have any raw copper hanging around. Iron can either get turned to iron ingot or into a magnet, so you actually have a reason to have some of that laying around. Wrong one. I want that one. And that one. Okay, that finishes our research up to this point. We've all got it all queued up and all ready to go. My biggest problem is going to be power for right now. With us burning coal, I have a generation of 8.8 kilowatts worth of power, and I'm using 810 whilst I'm handcrafting and whilst I'm mining. But if I happen to be doing research as well, then I'm actually going to be using significantly more power. We still have a few steps on this to go. Can I do 10 of those and 10 of those? Yep, so now I'm doing research as well. I'm using 1.1 megawatts, and I'm only producing 880, which is where half the problem comes in. My fuel goes down, as does my overall energy reserve. So we need to sort of stay on top of this amongst everything else. Can I cancel that? And we're going to set this to 10, 20. Well, I want to have research happen instantly. So, okay, we're going to set you in 2s. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. I think that's correct. I think that's all of it. But I need to stop and get coal before we run out. Okay. I do have the hydrogen fuel rods. Okay. The hydrogen fuel rods have a fuel chamber generation bonus of 200%. Meaning, rather than me producing 880 kilowatts, I'd actually produce 1.72 megawatts worth of power. The catch is, I only have 3 of these. I don't have any spares. I can't get any spares. Spares don't exist. So I need to be very cautious about when I choose to burn that. And for right now, we're going to choose not to burn it. And instead, we're going to keep staying on the coal. And I just need to watch my reserves. I need to make sure we don't bottom out. If I do get close to bottoming out, I need to either stop handcrafting, stop researching, or, well, stop mining. One of the options. One of the options to cut down on my power usage. Speaking of power usage and other things, I need to get bricks. We're going to need bricks to get a couple of things up and running. I have a decent amount of fuel, so we're going to stop here, and here, and here. And if I hold down shift, I can queue up multiple orders for Icarus to go around and pick up these rocks. The rocks are actually super important because they give us stone. Our closest stone is all the way over there from memory, and frankly I don't need it because we don't need many stone, well, much stone to get us started. Eventually we're going to start having arguments with local inhabitants, and when that happens, they're going to provide us free stone. And as long as I keep queuing up things, we should be fine. And we can go back to mining that. Okay, but with that done, we're about to finish this research, which means I'm going to get this research done. I'm going to need another 20 cubes to get weapon system unlocked. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then I need to get another, well, another 10 built. Okay, can I go this one? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, that's my step one. Step one, all the research is queued up. It's all done. We have some fuel and we have research ticking along. Okay, now I need to get into actually defending myself and actually planning for our next steps. First thing I want is I'm going to want a box. Crap, I've got one bit of iron. Okay, I'm not really getting any boxes. 53 stone. Can I grab this stone then that stone, that stone, that one, that one, that one, that one. And you might also notice Icarus jumping over things. That is because, again, I have a mod installed. It's just a simple, little bit better pathfinding AI, which means if he runs into a rock or runs into a tree, rather than me having to talk to you guys and control Icarus and everything else, he's just going to jump over it. Because, please, devs, can we have that as like a basic, you know, we got a giant mechanized robot who gets blocked by the tiniest rock on the ground. Please, devs, please. All right, so we're burning through research. Also, we're burning through power. That's perfectly fine. First thing I want to craft is a box. Okay, I'm going to need a box because I picked up some kimberlite ore. I've also picked up some titanium. Option, I could pick up some silicon. I don't want any of that crap in my inventory, so we're going to make a single box to put that stuff in. And then I need to start prepping for, well, dealing with the neighbors when they arrive. We're going to need a total of 10 smelters. So I have, well, currently 3 gifted to me by the research gods. And we're going to go with 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, I'd like to do them in sets. Whatever. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mining my hand is not exactly fast. 10. Great. That's that done. Labs. Also want to get some labs. I also want to try and burn up the stone that I have in my pocket. I don't really want stone in my pocket. So this is why I went with smelters first, because they require brick. Next we're going to be going for is labs, because they require glass. Both of those come from stone. I need to have a total of 6 labs. 6 labs. So we're going to set you to 5 and just wait for the research to be finished. Research is about to finish, which means we will be heading into here and hitting the pause button. Okay, whilst we're paused, we can talk, we can think. Okay, we've unlocked bullets, we've unlocked ammo, we've unlocked guns, we've unlocked a whole bunch of things, but I need to look at my next researches. Let's start off with what I need. We're going to go to the upgrades tab. I need to have bullet damage. That is going to be priority number 1. Yes, it's 100 research away, so it's not going to happen anytime soon, but that's sort of right at the top of the list. My second research I need is going to be the battlefield analysis base. This, we're going to need, well, once we unlock this, it's going to do 2 things. One is a bunch of hit points. Compared to our guns, which are really our frontline defense and offense currently, which have 420 hit points, this has 750. So a vast increase in the amount of hit points. Also, on top of that, that comes with 12 little logistic spots, little drones. That's what we have to build things. More importantly, they both build and repair. That's going to make a massive difference in the not too distant future. Also, as this is going to require steel along with, well, electronic circuits, microacoustic components, and engines, it means all of those, if we are high enough in the dark fog levels, they can start dropping. Where we can make electronic circuits, where we can remake them, so they're already going to drop, but steel, microacoustic components, and the engines, currently we can't get, which means they will start dropping. So this is going to be our second item in our cube. Now, a list of other things that I'd like back in the upgrades, I would like to have energy circuit number 2. That means I could, rather than producing 800 kilowatts worth of power, kilowatts worth of power whilst burning coal, I could produce 1 megawatt. On top of that, if I was burning energetic graphite, well, then I could actually get 50% extra power or 50% extra fuel out of burning it, which means I could get 1.5 megawatts worth of power, which means it would actually be power positive for a change. I'd love that, can't get it. I would also love a drive engine. Can't get that because I don't have engines currently. I could craft them, but I don't have them available just yet. The other thing I'd really love would be the mechanical frame, which is going to require the electric motors, but again, I can't craft those yet. So these are the, well, actually, I will add in inventory capacity and also blueprints, all things I'd love. Can't get them just yet because we have other pressing needs. The pressing needs that we have is, well, I need to have coal smelting. This is going to give me the better fuel, which means I can actually recharge Icarus faster. As you may have noticed, we've been pretty much on a power deficit right since we started, just because of how much we're crafting, how much we're researching, and also we're hand mining everything. It's going to change in the not too distant future, but yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Also, I'd love steel smelting. Not so much so I can make steel. Steel's really not going to be a problem, and not at least anytime soon, but it means I can build wind turbines on water. That's going to be a massive advantage. That's going to be critically important. After that, back in the upgrades tab, there are some upgrades I definitely do need. And the first one is +1 construction drones. Currently, the mecha, Icarus himself, has 3 drones. This will give me an extra drone, which is 4 drones. It's 25% extra drones. It is 100 research points. That is well worth my time. The other one, which might end up being more important, is 2 meters per second for the construction speed of drones. It is 200 packs, but we're about to automate research. That's the next thing we're going to get to in phase number 2. But that is 33% extra speed for the drones. Also, it would affect the drones in the battlefield analysis spaces, but we don't have those yet because we don't have them researched. So that's a future thing. We're going to have that one second. After that, the next technologies I need is, or I want, is going to be the actual engine, the electric motor, so we can get them both dropping in the loot table. That's going to be very important, and it means we can hopefully get Icarus that extra 1 meter per second movement speed because he's slow. We're going to grab that one as well, and then lastly, again, it's a loot drop thing, is going to be foundations. I'm going to need to fill in certain parts of the sea with foundations. So we're going to add that to the queue. That is our 7 items. That is all we're going to do. We're going to be able to get for right now. And this is when we're going to enter phase 2 of our plan. So phase 2 of our plan probably involves heading over here. Yeah, so we already have some smelters being crafted. I also need a few other things being crafted. And I'm going to skip over this because you guys don't need to see this. What you do need to see is me putting down our chest. Actually, me doing this. We're going to be put that away. Okay, we're going to be changing our construction drones to prioritize repairs by clicking on this button. Also going to turn them off. So they're not going to build anything. That's going to be very handy because I want to be able to put this here. I also want to hold down the mouse button to have that built. And then I'm going to be putting in the junk that I can't use, like the titanium, the kimberlite ore, also the extra hydrogen fuel rods into that box for later. Other thing I'm going to be doing is throwing some ammo into Icarus, so we actually have some ammo free. And then I need to get about crafting. So my total crafting list, and I'm going to get all of this crafted before we actually make any progress. I forgot how many I added. Okay, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I need 10 smelters. I need to have a total of, well, 4 extra miners plus the one I have currently. So I need 5 miners. I need to have 6 matrix labs. That's 3 to make blue science and 3 to process that blue science. I'm going to need to have 8 of the Gauss guns. Also going to need to have ammo for each of the Gauss guns, around about 15 ammo. Also going to need to have a total of 6 assemblers, around about 50 sorters, around about 150 belts, probably 10 Tesla towers is overkill. Also need to have 1, 2, 3 boxes. I already have one of them put down, but I'm going to need another few. And I need to have probably about 10 wind turbines. That's what I need, which means I need to do a whole lot of mining and a whole lot of crafting. I also need to turn that button on. That's the very important button. That's why I was in here. This is going to auto put fuel back into Icarus at any time we run out. I need to make sure that this queue has at least 30 seconds worth of items in it at all times. If as long as it has 30 seconds on there, I can make it from my copper back to my iron to keep crafting. And basically, I just want to hang around at whichever one of these has materials that I can do crafting. So, like I said, 150 belt. If I do 10, I get 3 per craft. So that's going to take me up to 50. I don't have any more copper, so that's a bit of an issue. But I also know any piece of copper that I get in the way of copper ore, I can automatically convert into copper plate because I need copper plate. So I can just stand here for a while and just get a whole lot of pre-crafting done, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to enter phase 2 of our plan, where we just do a whole bunch of crafting. We've done a whole bunch of research. Now is our phase 2, where we do a whole bunch of crafting. Also means that slowly over time, with us making 880 kilowatts compared to the 810 we're consuming, it will slowly gain power. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys after a whole lot of handcrafting. We've got everything crafted. We also have a brand new problem, and that is a new friend decided to come join us on our lovely little planet, which is not something I really planned on, but that's okay. The more the merrier. Okay, we have everything either crafted or in the crafting queue. I hope. I really hope. Yeah, I hope. Smelters? Yep. Sorters? Boxes? Yep. Okay. All right. Our bots are still turned off, which is important. And also another setting is very, very important. I have, under gameplay, building view mode is in God mode. Now, God mode means that if I grab a machine, I can then use WASD to move around, and Icarus stays right there. That's going to be critically important because he needs to be crafting ammo. Like a lot of ammo. Like all the ammo. Okay. So I'm going to need a couple of miners. I'm going to be putting an iron miner here. I'm also going to be putting an iron miner here. Okay. Mine. Okay. I need to not right click to remove things from my hand. Okay. I need to bring our iron ore out. Our iron ore is going to come out here along this line to about here and out to there. You need to dump into there as well. Then I need to get smelters. I need to go 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that should be those. And then 2 of you are going to be doing magnetic coils, and 2 of you are going to be doing actual iron smelting. So we're going to bring this belt out. This is going to be our magnetic coils, and this is going to be our iron. I don't need the belt to be that long. And then I need to do the copper miners as well. So we're going to be putting a copper miner, well, probably actually in this orientation. Come on, there. And your second friend can go there. Cool. Belts wise, I need to already look at some gaps. So smelters. I need you to pump out your copper 1 tile above that iron. So I need you to go there. Yes. Okay. I need you to be there. Okay. We're going to grab our belt. We're going to run our belt out here, back here, and I need to have about 4 smelters long. I don't know how long that is. And then I need to run this belt to here. Now, this belt from this miner to that miner, I can press the R button to use the other angle, but also you can see it's going to cost me 12 belt. If I press R again, I can get a straight belt, which is, well, rather than being 10 long, is now 7 long, which is less little dots that our poor bots have to put down. I'm sort of feeling this needs to go further that way. I'm not under a time limit yet because we still haven't turned on power. Is this just because I'm greedy and I'm trying to get more nodes? I think it might be because I'm greedy and trying to get more nodes. 5. That looks better. Okay. Can you come out of here and go into there? And you go away. Go away, please. Go. That one. Okay. And then you're going to come out here, and then, yeah, rather than being 8 long, I can make you 6 long. I'm going to go with 6 long. Okay, can I put the smelter there instead? I can. Every tile is going to matter. I'm going to have 4, 5, 6 copper smelters. No. Back there. Also, keep crafting. 40 more rounds. Excellent. All right. I'm going to make sure the belt is at least that long, and this is going to be our output for copper. It's going to go in that direction. Okay. Next objects I need to get running is going to be a couple of assemblers. You and you are going to be, well, I'm going to click to place you. You're going to be our circuit boards, as are you. Also going to be doing circuit boards. From our circuit boards, I need to have a storage box. And I'm going to click to build you as well. And I need you to output into this box. Okay, from that box, I need to put down our lab. Our lab is going to be going hopefully right here. and I need 1 sorter, 2 sorter. Yep, that's going to get our lab up and running. You're going to be producing blue sites, which is going to require green circuits. We're going to cap that to about there, and I'm going to pre-filter all the slots to green circuits. Cool. Next up, I need a box in that tile. No, back, bad robot. Okay. That belt needs to go away. That box needs to be picked up, and then put back down. This box needs to be picked up, and you won't rotate correctly. Fine. No, back. Doing stuff this far away, it's odd, but it's important that we keep Icarus mining. Okay, I want 2 assemblers. You're going to be doing not that. You're going to be doing that one instead, and then I want you to have your very own box like that. Cool. We can put that box in. We can put you in. We can copy and paste that recipe. All right. Then I want a sorter and a sorter. That's going to be important. I also want you to have 3 labs total, and right behind that, I want another lab, which is going to have 1, 2, 3 sorters, just on the off chance, and you're going to be doing this. Now, science is extremely power heavy and hungry. Yes, so that's something we need to keep in mind. I need to bring this belt down the front, and I need to have that piece done and that piece done. With those 2 pieces done, I can say input and input, because that's going to be the magnets. The magnets will be coming from you, and you'll be doing this recipe twice, and you need that belt and that belt. No, that belt, yes. So you're going to be going in and then out. In and out, hopefully. Okay, be stubborn. In, out. Cool. Around this side, you're going to be in for iron, out for iron, in for iron, out for iron. Get that belt and get that belt. We're going to turn on the bots in a minute, but I want to sort of make sure that I have the bare bones in place and things set up correctly before I let the bots go nuts. Okay, you guys need access to copper. Copper's going to be this belt, and you need to have 1 copper every 1 second. Now, due to the sorters having to move a little bit further, you're probably not going to get that much on these sorters, but we are going to get you upgraded in the future. You guys are taking in iron ore here, bringing it over here, and it's going to be going into these 2 machines. No, keep mining. Keep mining, keep crafting. Actually, 3 wind turbines. Okay, change your mind. I'm going to go over there for a minute. Okay, can I go back to this? All right, I need to have... You need 1 iron, 2 iron and 1 copper. So I'm actually going to get that belt built, and that belt built. Same goes here, here, and here. You're going to go in. Happy now? Yeah. In, and in. And I'm just going to copy that to there, to there. Okay. You're going to go in there, out there. You are going to be doing that smelting. And you're going to be in and out. Now that I can just drag along the others after they exist. I need to put 2 more labs on top of that. I need to have guns, which are now crafted. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, definitely lost some space. I definitely lost some space. I don't know how I lost space. Because I should have more room between you and you. I think all this should have been slid over. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to put 3 guns there. 4, 5. Yeah, I want Icarus to stay in the middle of the guns. All this should be over here. Well, bad luck, it is what it is now. 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's our 8. That's our 8 guns. Now the guns I'm going to have to put in ammo manually. I have 39 rounds. I have 8 guns. I want to put 15 rounds in each, so I need roughly 120 rounds. I have 10 Yeah, there's still a number to craft. Can I cancel that, and that? So we can do a quick check on numbers. So this is going to be 39 plus 1. So it's 40, 50 rounds, 60, 70, 80 rounds for 8 guns, plus another 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 rounds each. And another 5 rounds each at least. And then wind turbines. I'm going to need more wind turbines. I have 11 total. They provide 300 kilowatts worth of power, but I can already see this is going to be well over 300 kilowatts, especially as labs, you tell me? Labs are 480 kilowatts each, and I have 6 of them. So that's something I need to keep in mind. I'm going to go craft and craft. Okay. Now, I can't power up anything without the friends getting grumpy and upset with me. But what I can do is I can definitely turn... Oh, God, we're out of fuel. That's bad. Alright, I can stand over here and I can definitely turn on the construction drones. I can have them start placing things. I can definitely help out by clicking on things and getting the bigger buildings built. It's just the less the bots have to do. Let me stand over here and get that one and that one and that one and that one and that one done. And get that done and that done. And you and you and you. Cool. Now, the bots are going to be busy getting stuff done for a little while. It's fine. I don't mind. What I do mind is, can I have 15 rounds and put those in there? And then 15 rounds and put those in there. And another 15 into there. And then, whoop. Next 15 into there. Okay, we have a plan. We have a plan. We have a little base, and it has a little plan. Now, obviously, Icarus is mining things, which is helpful and great, but also the bots have to fly further and further to actually get places and get things done, which is not ideal. Neither's having you there. Can I actually pick you up and put you here instead? So I'm going to be putting a wind turbine right here in the middle, and that should power up like 5 of them. So what I need to do is I need to take Icarus for a bit of a tour. We have plenty of this. We have stuff to craft, 400 seconds worth. We have 70% threat, but that's going to get a whole lot worse as soon as we power things on. I'm also running out of time because, you know, you guys only want to hang around for so long before you, like, you know, bring on the action. So that's our plan. We're going to come around and we're going to get Icarus to have the robots help out, and also I'm going to help out by clicking and holding on every possible thing, and hopefully we can get this done reasonably quickly. My other very, very important thing is actually, it's probably harvest some wood whilst we're wandering around waiting, because I need to have 60 wood. Harvest 18, 21, 38 total, and that one and that one. 57, 72. Great. Can I put 60 of that in there for later? And the carbon nanotube, shop, and the organic crystal. Alright, you guys are in and done. Can I go you and you and you and Icarus move over there and you, and if I place you I can then do that one as well. Alright, so it's all sorters in, all the belts are in, everything looks like it's done. Helps if I just you and you and you and that one and that one and that one. Okay, that should be everything built. Right, can we turn those off again? Perfect, because now I can actually put in power poles. So I want to put a wind turbine here. I want to put a wind turbine here, it turns out, and here. And I'm sort of looking at where all the white dots are, and I need to have every one of those possibly can powered up. There and here. I need to leave room for 2 more smelters, which is there and there, which means that wind turbine is in the way slightly. So can we do this? Slide you over a couple of tiles and then go draggy droppy. Can I get a wind turbine in here? One in here, one between both those miners. I'll need one on this side for the sorters. I'll need one lack of item. Okay. So we're all out of those. I definitely know for sure I'm going to need one in here to get a bunch of sorters in here done. And I'm going to need one over here. Yep, to get these guns done. And I think I'll need one in here as well. So that should be all our power setup. Ammo, we have 15. You've got 0. You've got 0. Just hit the 45-minute mark for the save. Oh. Okay. 15 rounds, please. 15, 15, 15. Okay, so I have 3 more. 15 into there. 5 into there. Take my 10 personal and throw them in there too. And then take that 15 and throw them in there. Cool. Fuel wise, well, actually, we're just going to store that and that for later because we'll need them later. Can I get Icarus? Yep, walkies, walkies. Come on, you can do it. To mine this because we're about to run power dry. That's 10 rounds for Icarus. Hopefully that's enough. We've still got a spare miner. I got 2 spare assemblers. They're not spare. Mine. Okay. Mine. Build. Then I can. Yeah. Okay. A little bit too fast on the keyboard. What I want to do is I want to continue this belt out just slightly. Don't have a lot of belt left. Things are made very, very tight for a number of reasons. And really? Okay, that wind turbine gets to move over to lack of item. Yep, I'm going to pick up that belt and pick up that belt because they're not doing anything over there. And run this out. 2 more, I need 1 more time. That one. There we go. Okay, and then can I just hand build that and hand build that and hand build that and that one 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 and put my wind turbine back over here. You are going to be doing ammo production there and there, and you are going to have 1, 2, 3 sorters. 1, 2, 3 sorters. Okay. We are crafting wind turbines again. I don't want to craft them in sets of 5, just sets of 1, because they're actually quite long to craft, 4 seconds each, with a decent number of iron and other intermediates. If I already had iron plates in stock, wouldn't be so bad, but I don't. And as we're hand smelting, let's do things in ones. At least those that have a longer crafting queue. Go back to mining. Okay, you give me that. All right, we're going to throw down wind turbines sort of wherever we can is more important than trying to make things neat or tidy at this stage. Everything is going to need to be moved around eventually. Whether we get to move it or whether the replicators come and help us move it, I don't know. That's a we'll find out as we go situation. Okay. You're not going to craft 5 of those. You're going to get 1, 2 crafted maybe. Yeah, we're just going to do ones. I'm going to do a bunch of ones because I think research is done. Pause. Research is done. Our research queue is done. All our sorters are in. All our assemblers are in. All our power's in. Everything's ready to go. I think this is when we pull the button and we invite in the chaos. So to do that, all we need to do is turn this back on. These are still set to prioritize repairs, but, well, there's not a lot to repair currently. So we're going to help them out by placing everything we possibly can, just to make sure things tick along. And as we can see, our first swarm is on its way. Cool. 200 meters. All right, we're going to press Z to enter the combat mode and start shooting as soon as we can. Okay, done. All right, can I get that built, please? And nope, you don't have power. There you go. Oh, I wasn't watching. Stop it. So we're going to have 16-ish units attacking from each and every spawner. And as there are 4 of them, that's going to be pretty not fun. Now, Icarus will repair over time if he's outside combat. Him being outside combat is probably not going to happen much. And my job is to protect the towers, and the tower's job is to protect me. So we want to sort of stand as close to this as we can, shoot everything we can as fast as we can, And yeah, power is bad. Cool. Build those. And the bots are probably doing repairs. 16 years incoming. So I've got one more attack incoming. Can I put one anywhere here? There'll do. And there are none left in my pocket, which is good. There we go. There's our last attack. And 0 losses. And 170 meters. Yeah, just shoot through the buildings, Chris. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just shoot. Shoot! I'm out of ammo. Ah, I'm out of ammo. Alright. It's alright. We survived. We survived. Pause! Okay, I love this mod. Alright, this is where we're going to call it for our first episode. For 2 reasons. 1, we survived the first wave. 2, this video is already very, very long. So, I invite you guys to hang around, join me for episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where we continue with, well, trying to build up a frontline defense, also trying to get through the research queue, also trying to make sure Icarus stays alive. But either way, I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.